for some football here in Chicago at historic Soldier Field. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. Santos out for the opening kick. And away we go on Sunday Night Primetime. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age, we see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a pickup of 4 yards, and the Rams have the first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy, a lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down throw here for Stafford. He's got a man left, and he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing the out route complete. A solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Got a man, that's Nakua. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Slot man motioned over. On first down, here's Stafford. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And he's going to go out of bounds on a rough first down effort there. They're going to lose at least a few.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Stafford throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Now Now Stafford again. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion. They can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
From the red zone on first. Pass it down close. And they're going to be set up with first and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Williams will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's another for it. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
They've gone the wrong way twice. Need to make up that distance and more. Here's 3rd and goal. Stafford from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be.
Mevis able to knock it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here, although if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. To throw, Stafford. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Josh Blackwell to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
We've set it downs from the 37. First down throw by Williams. And that's got it, left side. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's Swift on second down. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete right side. Burton has it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
They go with Williams on the counter. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Short side option here, he's running left. Finds a small seam, that's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Stafford back to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's going deep this time. They connect on the deep shot. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
First down, here's Swift. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. It's scooped up by the Rams. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it back for the LA touchdown. The Rams pull that in front further, 13-zip. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field, maybe his whole life. That distance, whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You darn right he did. He could sense it, and he wanted it.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Williams from the gun. Hits him on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Manungai will score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out come the Rams on offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford to throw. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long. They're going to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. On the return for the Bears, Devin Duvernay. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. He set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Going play action. Williams. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Williams to throw here, 3rd and 1. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. Back deep for the Rams, it's Xavier Smith. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Rams headed out to the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They have second down behind the sticks. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Hits him on the in route. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Connects with Adams again. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams off their play fake. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. How about a big hitter? 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Keeps away from one. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Working inside the red zone. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Turn his TV off. Ain't no other king in his rep thing, they siblings. Nothing for my children. What? They disappear.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
Rams 7.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Corum now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff now. Stafford connects on the crosser. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Kevin Byard there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That's him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Give to Corum from the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Second down run by Corum. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Here's Jarquez Hunter getting his first look on the ground. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up from the defense to force 4th and long.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. And the deficit stays at 7.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Chicago getting set to take the field now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Now Williams. Odunze's got it right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They motion the tight end over. Running with Swift out of the gun. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
And the Bears
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Williams on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they tried looking his way on that throw, and we're still looking his way afterwards because it appears he was shaken up on the effort. He's in some pain. Trainer's out. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Off the play fake, Williams. Hits his running back. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Third down. Here's Williams. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Santos' kick is good, and that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker, if he gets to pad his stats a little bit, it's a high percentage make.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Corum now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Play action now for Stafford. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. First down, Los Angeles.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They send a man in motion. First and 10. Here's Stafford. Fits it through the middle. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now a toss play for Corum. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Man in motion, headed right. They give to Corum on the draw. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That finds Adams downfield. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Rams have the first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
They're going to run on 1st down with Coro. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Stafford from the gun. Catch made. Touchdown, LA. The Rams reduce the lead to just 4.
Touchdown.
It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams cut it to a field goal game.
Rams 14.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Devin Duvernay to return it. Dodge the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. On target to his man Zacchaeus. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun to get to Swift. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43. Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. The Bears on top here at Soldier Field. Out of the gun, here's Williams. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. The Rams and Devontae Adams getting set for another look here. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Catch made the right side by Nakua. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. First down throw here for Stafford. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Stafford to throw again on second. Setting up the screen here for Coral. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Bears in the nickel, third down. From the gun, a carry by Coral. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long. The Bears decide to call their first timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And with exactly 1 minute left to go, they've got some time, but they've got to work fairly quick. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun, Williams. Secured by Burden on the slant. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. First down, Williams. Check down into the hands of Swift. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. Williams set to pass. Escapes the pocket. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now here's Williams. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. Dancing past him. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Running behind center with Swift. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. They've got a man in motion. Williams to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. Swift gets it, going left. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Here's Williams. Pass brought in by Burden. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Down the inside handoff to Swift. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Swift gets it again on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Third and long for him here. That's Cox. This is Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game.
Bears 24, Rams 14.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Whittington now on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going for the pistol, Stafford. Pass complete, 2-2 Atwell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So 1st down from the 41. A give to Corum. Escapes the defender. Hits some space around midfield. And he's all the way across midfield down to inside that 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 31.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They'll turn to Corum on third down, and he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Pickup of 2 here, and the Rams have the first down.
Win the early battles. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down now, ball at the 33. Corum again. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Hunter on the inside give. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. They'll run with Corum. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Rams first down. A gain of 9
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
brings up 2nd and 7.
Man in motion here. Corum gets it again here. 2nd down. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here. 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. And it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams start the second half with some needed points. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field, so that play is going to remain a touchdown. Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams cut it to a field goal game.
Rams 21.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Blackwell now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Going play action. Williams. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running for it, it's Swift. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie. You can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
On play action, here's Williams. Throwing the out route, complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Williams will look to throw. They set up the screen here to Swift. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Give him 8 on that one, and that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Zone read to give to Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Going to run again with Swift. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Williams with a quick pass out line. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. He'll throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
Williams on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. Williams off the play fake. Hits him on the out route. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That's the end of 3 on Sunday Night Primetime. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it with Swift. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears make it a 9-point advantage. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Whittington now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Davante Adams. So 2nd down coming up.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Stafford now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught by Adams. So he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams have the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Completed left side to Smith. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to be good for an LA first down.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. And bring the tight end left. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man again, it's Adams. They're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. So after the play, trainers headed out. A member of the Bears out there in some discomfort. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Another run for Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Stafford from the gun. This one's caught. And this one does not go far.
Awareness. Okay, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want, onside kick or send it deep.
possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Blackwell now to return it. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Complete right side, Bolden has it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Running with Swift out of the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. If you don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. Reaches the 30, and he gets this one down to the 27. Give him 37 on the play, and it'll be 1st down Bears.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Off the play fake, Williams. Komet's got it, left side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Williams from the gun. He's got it at the 6. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears double their lead to 14.
Bears 38, Rams 24.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Corum now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40. The Rams and Devontae Adams getting set for another look here. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. They fake the handoff, now Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. And those are the looks they have hoped would open up by this point in the game, Brock, but still got some guys sitting on those throws, and they nearly made a splash play.
You know as a quarterback when you throw in the middle of the field, there's just simply more defenders in harm's way, and you've got to see that window open. You got away with one there.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. Revis now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Rams 31.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Things going well so far. The field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First and 10 now from the 46. Here's Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And they make the stop. I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Swift hauls it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Again, it's Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears go up by 2 scores, 13 points at the fourth. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears double their lead to 14.
Rams 31.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Whittington now on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Rams and Devontae Adams getting set for another look here. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Stafford now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking to coup the target on that throw. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That goes for a gain of just 1. And the Rams have the 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. He's got it over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Rams, 14 points back. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left, and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Stafford's going to throw once more. Nakua here, he's got it! And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
At the 9-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They stay on the ground with Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
2nd and goal from the 9 here. Stafford from the gun. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. To throw. Throw is caught. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
Field goal doesn't move that needle, and they're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. Throw is caught by the back. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Staying grounded with Swift. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Third and just 2 to go. They're on the counter with Swift. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he gets it away from his end zone. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Sanford. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something-something to the return.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a design run. So the Bears come away with the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.